Good afternoon. So, welcome. So, small number of people, but good people. So, thank you for coming. I hope my slides are on. Not yet. Okay, let's see if we can. So, okay, that's working. This is going to be a topic which I think should tell you a bit about Quanta QCT, what we're doing, what we're looking to do, and why we think internet business and cloud business and artificial intelligence business could really help you to do more business. Okay, so it's a bit more generic, I would say, segment than not very technical. I'm still convinced that I'm in this business since a while, and to get to volume, it needs to be simplified. That's really the fact. Okay, simplification is the most important part. You cannot scale when it becomes too technical. And one of the things that it goes both from hardware and software, you need to make sure that things become simple. And as soon as it becomes simpler, easy, you have somebody taking care of it, you're going to get scaling. If you consider this, when you go to software, but we are specifically talking about hardware today, the complexity is very high, huge complexity. So how can you make complexity simple? You need to have somebody to manage it. Somebody that manages complexity. Here's why Quanta, okay? And what is the market dynamic today that is helping to simplify this complexity? Is that more and more customers want to deal more with the producer. More and more customers want to deal with somebody that has the engineering. So is Quanta, okay? Few things. You may know it, but I wanted to go to some of the slides because I think you guys need to know this. So it's a Fortune 500 company. It's about ranking 354 in terms of the ranking. It's about 32 billion, 90,000 employees. So one notebook out of 4 today is produced by Quanta. There's several OEM that you see branded that production is done by us. Okay, this is majority of the revenue. When we go to the other part, I'm trying to click it, if it were correct. Who's QCT? Okay, QCT is a branch of Quanta that is focusing on the server part. In this part, Quanta is taking a different approach. While on the rest of the market, we produce for OEM, original equipment manufacturers, so different brands. Okay, in the server, most of our production goes straight to end user, or actually cloud service provider and customer using the technology. And so we work a lot with these big guys that use the infrastructure, and we have our brand where we sell in the market. Okay, this is a proven own brand of server storage network integrated rack system for cloud service provider. So when I say simplification is we take care of the integration up to level 11. So we basically build the rack, we test the rack with the software of our customer, we do everything, and then we ship it with trucks, and then, you know, our customer just plug it and run it. So that's the simplification. That's really what we do with all the test certification and stuff. In terms of location, a few things about worldwide where we are. Okay, you can see that the official headquarters of QCT is in Silicon Valley. Okay, then we have a shuttle office. Then in Europe, which I think you guys are interested. Okay, we're in Germany, so it's going to be in Düsseldorf is our main office. Then we have Aachen, okay, which is where we have our factory and our infrastructure. And then you see Asia, which is basically we are a Taiwanese company, so Taiwan. Then we have factory in China. We are in Seoul. We are in Tokyo. You know, and that's mainly the different location that we are today. We basically do today products and we ship all over the world, even for customer in Europe, customer that has data center all over in Europe and in worldwide. And this is our main business. So this is clearly one of those business where we are very good in simplification. So basically we take care of the customer. There's still a lot of customer here in Europe that, if I think about the cloud, they build a server by their own, they put all the commodity inside, they do all the tests. But this takes time. If you want to ramp a scale faster, you need to have somebody taking care of everything. Having the capability of the dynamic and the engineering that you need to get the product customized for what you need. That's what we're capable to do today. So in terms of system integration and rack, today we are in Aachen, Germany. It's about 7,000 square meter. We are moving soon in a bigger one. Okay, that's the integration, as I said to you. This we do for many of the big cloud system integrators and cloud provider or service provider, where we basically build up to the rack, we test and we ship. And our location of the office is Düsseldorf, Germany. Okay. This is where I'm based, where most of my team is based. So who is QCT and what's our offering? This is the iceberg example, okay? Easy thing to know, okay? Everyone that's selling hardware today, basically you see the top of the iceberg, okay? This is a precise solution for the business need, leading technology, fast and easy deployment. That's what you see. Most of them, they have somebody else building for them. So if you need some changes, if you need a different firmware, if you need a customization, if you need things, well, they need to go to the one that are producing it, which is us, okay? Us that we sell directly. So mainly that this is what you see below. This is what Quanta value proposition is. So direct technical support and services, global distribution and deployment. We have rack integration. We have the manufacturing. We own our factory, so that's a very important part. There has been discussion with some cloud service provider or customer that wanted to know about security. You know, what are the security? Are you controlling all your supply chain or your components? Yes, we own our factory, okay? So, and we have in-house engineering. We have a complete in-house engineering that we do all the jobs. So we are pretty good in designing and do all the activities by ourselves. Then here is let's go to the business side, okay? This is more, as I said before, this is a market that, if you see this event is evolving every year, you see the market is going even faster. And clearly, I was listening to the presenter before saying, using the cloud. The cloud is getting down to every single person, okay? Today, there is a huge change in the dynamic of using services. And actually today, the hyperscale, the software-defined infrastructure is redefining and modifying and disrupting every single infrastructure business in the world today. If you look today, 5G, and I want to talk about this because 5G is coming, artificial intelligence is coming, and is already used a lot in the network. So, meaning, we have a possibility today, starting from the cloud infrastructure, to go from the data center to the edge, to use a standard infrastructure, hyperscale, to really build a totally new infrastructure for new businesses. We have a case, which we just won in Japan, Rakuten, which used to be a cloud service provider, internet, e-tailers and stuff like this. They had basically an infrastructure of cloud. They won their 4G license, 4.5G license, and they're ready for the 5G. And actually, they wanted to build infrastructure for 5G. At the end, who won the deal was Quanta, who has been the fastest and capable to engineer their data center to the new 5G infrastructure. Ready 5G infrastructure. We won top to bottom from data centers to the edge, to the central office. And now today, they are a fully competitive telco operator in the Japan market selling services. They're going to be selling mobile services soon, I think from September, October. This tells you that the market can completely be disrupted. So all these big telcos today are very afraid of what's going on in the market. This is not just Quanta, this is technology changing. And actually there is a very important effect happening, which I already noticed in trying to present this kind of solution. The standard telco market now is reluctant to try this new hyperscales software-defined solution. Why? Because you are disrupting completely the business. You are completely changing the way the data center is managing. You are going away from legacy telco infrastructure, going to a standard system, meaning opening competition, cheaper prices. So, but this will be an earthquake soon. So it means we are ready to be there. Then there is artificial intelligence, okay? So this is another part which I want to go here. What's going on artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, there's a lot of talks about this. I personally think artificial intelligence needs to be studied as effect on the overall world population, okay? Clearly, I consider artificial intelligence, not only me, obviously, if you read on the internet, you find the new electricity, okay? So it's coming, it will be used by everyone. There is only one way to survive to artificial intelligence, is either have artificial intelligence working for you or work for artificial intelligence. If you just wait, your job is going to be obsolete very soon. So at the beginning, artificial intelligence will be like the electricity. Will cancel jobs. Very easy. You remember electricity? You had a steam engine. It became an electrical engine. So all the people feeding the steam to get, the steam there got away because they got just a cable with electricity and the engine became electrical. So this job gone. For several years, until Ford and Taylor, that they discovered that electricity could really change completely the manufacturing industry and create a new industrial manufacturing system based on electricity. Then jobs started to be recreated again. So this is what's going to happen with artificial intelligence. So we need to watch. This is more for us, for children's next generation, what's going to be the impact. Clearly, artificial intelligence is going to replace a lot of standard jobs. It's already doing now. Look at call center. Okay, lots of the time you have just a chatbot answering you. These people gone. Okay, there's no more job there. Okay, why? Because this job can easily be replaced. It's an automated system. So what is happening today is that there's going to be a huge amount of artificial intelligence deployed everywhere. So what I'm saying today, and most of the time I talk with customers, specifically in Europe, I say, what are you doing artificial intelligence in cloud service provider? Oh, we are thinking. And my answer is already too late. Don't think, act. If you want to compete today, you need to start to deploy solution inside the data center that sell instances of artificial intelligence, enable artificial intelligence. Otherwise, somebody else is doing it. Because that's the real competition. That's the real way to improve your capability to be competitive in the market. Otherwise, it's just going to be price. If you just start a cloud, there's going to be plenty. And then the big ones coming, and the big ones will be cheaper, okay? So if it's only price, so you need to deploy on this. This is why I think our job as Quanta is not just telling you, this is the hardware you need to do your job and come to me, but also explain you what to do. And we're doing a lot of analysis of what to do and study how artificial intelligence will evolve. And our engineer is fully connected with different vendors. Intel, we main sponsor for us. Main partner, where we discussed together how to develop product together in making sure that we are enhancing the capability, either for training or inference, for scale up or scale out product, and we develop different systems to make sure. So this is why today I want to really focus a bit more on this product. I invite you to come to our F02 booth today or tomorrow to see the product. You see, we have different use cases. We have products for different use cases. There is a reason why we develop them. We develop them with the vendors that develop CPU and GPU, so Intel and NVIDIA. So we have the training. You can go with this 8 V100 NVIDIA and Xeon CPU with 8 NVLink bus. You can have this X11C, you can see there, it's an 8-node CPU, or it can be even more, we'll see you later. Then we have this standard, I would say, Quanta Grid, which is the D52V, which gives you the possibility to run P4 and T4 GPU with Xeon processor, or you can have, for inference again, you have this Quanta Grid, still the D52 G4U, or the JBOG, okay, just a bunch of GPU, which give you the opportunity, then all the supercomputer and HPC stuff. These are really things that we are more than happy to explain to our customers, to all of the possibility cloud service provider and end user that can really want to start to understand how to implement artificial intelligence solution. Artificial intelligence, I'm a big fan of studying the effect of artificial intelligence. And I think, I said this is not technology only. This is going to affect every people's life. Every people's life. And this is why technology people need to think how to implement, because as I said before, if you want to survive to the artificial intelligence revolution, either you get them artificial intelligence working for you, or you work for artificial intelligence. If you just wait, your job is going to be gone very soon. That's something that is going to really change the industry. Anyway, one of the products that clearly we are there, which is new one, we have a lot of interest from the market. This is this Quanta microserver X11C, 8-node. The different configuration we can have there with the sledge. So basically, you can have an 8-node with 8 CPU, okay, Xeon E, or you can have 8-node with 8 CPU, 8 GPU, okay, or you can have a 4 nodes with a double GPU, 8 GPU. Okay, this is for inferring scale out. This is really helping you. There is a lot of discussion about doing that, a lot of tests. Come and see, because this is helping a lot. Cloud service provider to enable, artificial intelligence instances. This is something. If you ask me which service should we develop, I don't think anybody knows what's the best service to develop on artificial intelligence, but we have to do it. We need to start and do it. This is the way to compete and change. Actually, very few started this, very few, at least in Europe. Then I'll look at the worldwide, I think very few. This is where I think we need to. All the rest, we have infrastructure for every single rack-mounted solution you want, okay? This is something we know we're doing very well, but this is the part where clearly every one of us should look and understand how we work together. Then, still 3 minutes to go just to stay on time, is about our strategy in Europe, okay? So I took this role last year, and actually it's pretty clear to me that I want to be a disruptor, okay? So to be a disruptor, you don't need to follow what other does, okay? I'm not interested. Most of the customers come to me and say, oh, but your competitors, is that way? Okay, but that's not the way I'm going to work. It was a very interesting situation where a customer became angry with me because I started to ask some question, which is that, well, that's not me. I'm not the same, this is not the part. I cannot go specific, and he became angry. There was a kind of political incident, and actually the customer came back, and he was here this morning, and we explained, and the guy said, oh, I understand what you're saying. I'm interested in what you're doing. I said, I'm not the same like that one. I'm not the standard OEM. I'm doing business a different way. I want to help you to disrupt the market, but I'm going to do business in a different way. This is why we're going to be focusing on cloud service providers specifically. We're going to be focused on the telco market, and we're going to be focused on the enterprise that understand the software-defined infrastructure that is going to be a disruptive market for them. If you want to have just a standard OEM in the standard system, in a standard way doing the business today, it's not my business today. I want to make sure my customer understand we can be both disruptive and change the way we do business. And so we are doing investment in the 5G, in AI, and optimizing infrastructure. This is what we're going to be focused. This is where we're going to look strong partnership and industry leader with Intel to really work together to make sure that we understand this kind of business. So if you're in the room and you're interested, you will hear from us a way of doing business which is different from other. And sometimes people say, oh, wow, but the other one does this. I say, okay, not me. This is the way we do. And this is why today we have customers that either they buy lots of server from us, or other that they do not understand us, which I need to coach them and understand. But when I do it, I'm going to win, because this customer understand I can simplify the service and the quality and enable them on the next level of services that can make them very successful. So together we partner. This is all from my side. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. And have a good evening. Thank you.